Okay, let's start a new world, set it to Superflat and turn off structures. Welcome to this new challenge. This time we'll be trying to survive in a Superflat world with no structures. And I will be playing hardcore to make things more interesting. Our goal is to survive the longest and see what we can accomplish. As the first day started, I went to get some food to survive the following days. My first plan of action was to make a mob farm, and for that I needed to clear the slime chunks around the area. At first I didn't realize the size of the task when I first tried to spawn-proof the chunk with carpets. It would take ages to get all the wool needed. So I gave up and started digging instead. When the first night came, I decided to wait it out by mining dirt. The following day, I found a better spot for my farm that had fewer slime chunks around. With the dirt I had, I started building the farm right in the center. The design is from the channel called The Black Market. I'll leave the link in the description. I had to take breaks to gather more dirt. While coming back from mining, I got jumped by two spiders that got me very low. That was when I noticed the farm wasn't high enough and the mobs were surviving the fall. But I guess I just ignored that and started working on the killing platform. Who knows? During the night of the fourth day, phantoms started spawning. If you didn't know, during the 1.21.2 update, Mojang fixed a bug related to phantoms. Before, they would always spawn above Y63, but now they check sea level, and since sea level in Superflat is at Y equals 64, that changed everything. So, while waiting for the night to pass, I kept digging dirt. Again. Back at the platform, I lowered it so the mobs would die in one hit. Then I built a small shelter around the killing platform to keep myself safe. The farm was working perfectly fine. Until... yeah, I died. Back in replay mode, I found out an enderman had fallen into the platform and placed the block he was carrying, and then grabbed one from the wall, freeing mobs. This created an opening for a creeper to escape and explode. And well, I guess that concludes the challenge. Thank you so much for watching, and until next time, bye! Okay, let's get back into it. Starting another world. I was starting off more confident this time, so the first thing I did was gather tons of food. I found another large area with very few slime chunks, and went right back to the task of digging everything out. This time I built the farm at the right height. On the morning of day 3, I got my first wandering trader. I needed him for his milk bucket to later trade for emeralds. Since Minecraft 1.21.5 and the new villager trade rebalance, wandering traders actually buy things. One of them being the milk bucket that they can drop if killed at the right moment. So I got him down to 1 heart and made a world breakup to try and get him to drop the milk bucket. But then I got distracted, killed him in the original world without a backup, and completely lost opportunity. So I went back to my normal tasks, killing animals, digging, and killing monsters in the new shelter. Then another accident happened when another creeper blew up. Luckily, I was able to run away. And in the middle of the fog, I luckily saw the chunk I had mined earlier and hid under the dirt. I dug a tunnel back to the farm, and after fixing the damage, I got back to farming mobs. Later, I went outside to get food again, but when I got back, my shelter was full of mobs that had spawned because of the darkness. It was something I definitely had to be more careful with. The next night, I remembered I could craft bundles with 1 string and 1 leather, so I did. This way I could have a bit more storage. While at the farm killing mobs, a witch dropped some redstone and sticks. I had the brilliant idea of using them to light the inside of the shelter. It was a weak light, but it was light. In the middle of the night on day 7, I reopened the window and started shooting at the skeleton far away. On my first try, I got the sniper duel achievement. On day 8, I grabbed some sheep and placed them in the chunk I had dug out. It would work perfectly as a sheep pen to farm wool. On day 11, a zombie dropped a spear. I used it to get the Mob Kebab achievement. At this point, my nights were mostly spent digging dirt in the ground. Side note, baby zombies in full leather armor look very silly. The element doesn't even fit their heads. Over the next few days, I got a ton of good loot. On day 14, I got a Protection 1 iron chestplate, followed by a Protection 1 leather pants, followed by a projectile protection 3 copper chestplate, which was really good. And finally, Protection 2 chainmail boots. Then, during the night of day 15, I started marking a massive circle around the mob farm. The goal was to clear an area down to bedrock so mobs could only spawn inside the farm. For the next few days, I kept repeating the same tasks. Killing mobs in the farm during the day, digging out the circle at night, and checking for wandering traders while shearing my sheep in the morning. On day 19, I noticed my circle was way off, so I had to remake it. But if you want to see the final result, you will need to stick around for the next episode. That is all for today. I hope you enjoyed and I will see you next time. Bye bye!